It's huge. I mean, it's at this position, there's so much that embodies getting better, embodies what the team needs. So for me, it's just about coming out here, getting better, and pushing everybody else around me. That's my plan.
Whit talked about having first day of school nerves, like going back to middle school. What was it like having him back out there on the field today? How did he assimilate after a year?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it was great all off season, all spring, having him there. Him just getting back in the groove. Spent some time over July with him, and just him coming out here. I mean, hadn't missed a beat. If anything, obviously, it's getting better. It just shows you another level of Whit and another chapter in his story of just how he continues to get better and didn't surprise anyone.
What was the best part of y'all's trip to San Diego?
Just that camaraderie. I mean, when you go out there with those guys, the training's one thing. You know you're going to go out there and you're going to spend a few hours training, hammering it, talking about how I want you here on this route or what I'm thinking on this route and vice versa. But when you leave there, you play a couple of rounds of golf, you have dinner, those type of things and those conversations. Tight ends getting to know receivers better, me getting to know them better. All that pays off in there when it comes crunch time in the game. You can look at a guy and you know you've put in time, that camaraderie, and you've created a relationship that it's easy at that point.
Darius Jackson is on that trip. What do you like about him?
Darius is a great player. I mean, he's fast, always continues to learn. I mean, a hard worker, simply as you said. He was on the trip. He wanted to go on the trip and extended that out to a lot of people. Some people obviously had things to do, a couple of weddings, this and that. So the guys that weren't there, I mean, they obviously had a great reason to not be there. They wanted to be there. But Darius comes in, he works hard each and every day, and it's going to pay off for him.
Whitten said that he was amazed by how much you've improved from one year to the next. How much do you think you've improved? In what ways have you improved?
Every aspect, but I mean, just the footwork with Kidna, just the way that I'm delivering the ball and continuing to be accurate. It just all goes into the time that I've spent in it. Just the work I put in the off season. When you come out here, it's just another day because I've been stacking good days on top of good days of training, and it's just great to be out here with the team doing it, getting the ball in the air, and getting some completions.
What's different for you in year 4? What do you focus on? What do you think about year 4 for you? You know, what's the different excitement coming into this year for you?
I mean, just for this year, I mean, each and every year you have confidence. You say this is the year. You say we've got a great team, but you look around this team we have, this roster that we have, the talent, the leaders that we have. It's to win, and it's to win everything. And we've got the people to do it, so it's got to just come in and stay focused and make sure that we're holding each other to those expectations and to those standards and everything we do, not just on the practice field, but off the practice field as well, in the meeting rooms, hanging around, whether it's at dinner or not. Everything you do, you just have to carry yourself in that manner. So for me, it's just about just holding everybody to those expectations.
The pressure increase, you know, obviously Jason is out of contract after this year, and you know, to win and to go further, is that any pressure on that to get that done?
I mean, we have high expectations. I think our expectations for this team, and I know mine for this team, are probably higher than anyone. So pressure is what you create. You put pressure on yourself. When you come in and you focus on what you're supposed to do and you focus on the things that you can control, the pressure goes out the window, or those type of things really don't matter because you know you're in control. So that's my mindset. I know that's this team's mindset. And if we can continue for that just to be contagious and everybody have that, we'll put ourselves in a great position.
How does Jason Garrett go about insulating you guys and making it easier for you guys to filter out that noise and not let it affect you? What are his strengths in that regard?
Yeah, I mean, he always talks about it, and I think that's something that you have to do is continue just to remind guys to put down the social media, put down those things, unless you want that stuff to creep in your mind because it's real, and it will. But when you wear the star, you've got to know that attention comes with it, good and bad. And I think we have a lot of great guys, and I think they've done a good job as an organization of putting the guys in these uniforms and out here that can handle that, have probably been through things off the field and in their life or some aspect or another that scrutiny or good or bad or attention doesn't affect the way they play or go about their day. So I mean, credit to all those guys for the men we have.
What have you learned most about dealing with all that comes with being the quarterback of this team?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I signed up for this position as a little boy a long time ago, knowing that you take the heat and you get the credit, and that's part of it. That's something that I love, something that that pushes me, it's something that drives me. So, as I said, pressure is what you put on yourself. So for me, it's just about focusing on things that I can control, and as long as I do that,
you got a couple of veteran
it'd be great.
Can you get that pregnant pause? You've got a couple of veteran receivers in camp that weren't with you a year ago, that being Cooper and Cobb. How significant is that?
It's huge. I mean, that's what this spring was great for us about, just in that off season, just getting those reps in. It was important as much as anything to get with those guys in July, just to make sure we're cleaning up some of those things as we did down in San Diego. And then now, I mean, season's less than a month away, so we've got to tighten all those things up. But for the most part, we've got a great relationship. Those guys are veterans, and those guys have been great in this league for a reason. They know how to come in each and every day, give themselves a chance and get better. And so it just allows our relationship to grow faster. As you saw with Coop, the way we just excelled through the latter part of the year last year, it's only gotten better. And Cobb's the same way. He's an amazing player. It's just fun to work with him, really smart, really intelligent, and all that stuff will pay off.
All the guys here talk about what a great teammate Zeke is. You talk about your great friendship with him. Do you think it kills him not being here?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Just knowing his love for the game, knowing his love for his teammates, I'm sure. But business is business. That's for him and his team to handle.
Dad, no one has said anything negative at all about Zeke. If anything, people have shown and said they've been supportive. What does that say about this team? And then what does it say about Zeke, the player, the person? Yeah, it says a lot about Zeke, because he's a guy that comes in each and every day and does things the right way. And as I said, we're not worried about him because we know wherever he is, he's doing things the right way. He's getting himself ready. He's probably running the same drills that GB would have him going through. So we're not worried. He's a professional. He takes care of his business when it comes to this game, and that's something we're all thankful for. And then this team, it just shows our camaraderie. It shows the brotherhood that we've created over the years for the guys that have been here, and then the guys in the spring that have come in. And I've been thankful to be part of this. We've got a great team, and it's because we've got a lot of great people off the field that we stay tight, we stay tight-knit, and when we come on the field, things are easier.
The coach's word for this year is driven. What is driven?
Who wants to go?
I didn't hear anything.
The coach's word for this year is driven.
Yeah.
What is driven mean to you?
I mean, simple as that. I mean, you can be motivated. Motivated only lasts for so long. You can be inspired. That's the reason you wake up. But when you're driven, that never ends. I like to say, wants can be pleased and needs can be satisfied. But when you're driven, it never ends. And it's just important just to know that each and every day. To come out here, you're with a lot of guys and a lot of men that are driven for the same goal, and we all have that in mind. As long as we're coming out here and doing everything we can with that goal in mind, we'll put ourselves in a great spot.
In Zeke's absence, it gives you an opportunity to see some meaningful reps from these other running backs. What are you seeing from Tony Pollard so far? Yeah, great young back. Great young back that wants to learn, that's continuing to get better. I mean, I know we're just out here going against the scout team right now, but making great cuts, being in the right spot, getting out of the backfield, running clean routes, and he's only going to get better. That goes for him and a bunch of those other young backs. This is a great time for them. I mean, I talked to a couple of young ones and told them it's an opportunity. Don't ask why I came. Just go out there and get better. And they've definitely done that in day one, and look for them to continue to do that throughout camp. Use yourself as an example.
I didn't necessarily use myself as an example. I guess I could have, but yeah, I mean, it's just important. Opportunities happen, and you just never ask why. I mean, take them and run with them, and that's the important part about it. Because if you don't, we all know they can pass you by, and then you'll be pissed.
You had off-season
Last
work
one,
with
guys.
Travis, obviously. What's it like to be out here with him again, knowing where he was 52 weeks ago? Yeah,
it's great. It's great just to see him healthy. I mean, a great dude, just being healthy. Being back out here, knowing he's happy, knowing he's doing what he loves. And then when you get down there and you get in the trenches, you're getting the X and O's and you're making calls, you're somebody that you're comfortable with, making all the right calls. It's good. It's good. It just allows me to go out there and play just that much faster. Allows the whole offense to get going a little faster, knowing we've got that man back. So, yeah, thankful for him. Yeah, appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Good job.